This is Sean Rose.
Gilbere Forte.
And we're on
AshleyOutrageous.com.
Aha!
It started many months ago. Through my good people in Las Vegas, C'est La Vie, I was able to hear about Sean Rose's music, and me and Rose just connected from there. He sent me a record called Down. Well, at the time it wasn't called Downtown. It was called whatever the beat was. What was the beat called?
I don't even remember.
Hey, well, that's what it was. He sent the record over. I was like, you know what? I support what he's doing. And I wasn't too familiar with artists in Las Vegas, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna actually take a chance with this and see what can come out of it. And I really like the record, so
the rest is history. Actually, Downtown was just the start. Then we got like 2 records deep, and we kind of just decided like, let's put this EP together. Well, yeah. I wouldn't say EP because we ain't staying up from sundown to sun up to work on no EP.
Yeah.
But album. Decided to put this album together. It's long overdue. I've been knowing G for like a year and a half now, something like that.
And the chemistry's been crazy. It's really interesting when you look at 2 different artists from 2 different spectrums of the country, and just seeing how he rhymes, I rhyme, I do a little bit of singing. I also offer production too, so just the dynamic of how the chemistry worked between the both of us was crazy, and it was almost inevitable for us not to not put a project out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, the second record that we put together was Here We Go Again. I went out to Vegas.
Yeah, that was actually the first time we ever met when we recorded Here We Go Again.
Shout out to Exotic, who's engineering.
Toxic.
Oh. Hey,
it's all good. Shout out to Toxic.
Yeah,
fresh off the road, fresh off the 15, he came to the studio and put that Here We Go Again together.
That shit was crazy. It came out really well. And then from that point on, I just knew in the back of my mind that outside of me working on my solo projects, I was like, yo, I want to do a collaborative project, at some point, just to show my listeners and my fans and people who love my music. I want to show them how it might be if I were to work with another artist.
Right.
And, I thought at the time the perfect artist to work with was Sean Rose. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this Summertime Sunshine Nightfall as both aspects of your summertime.
Right.
You're going to have your sunshine and you're going to have your nightfall.
Right.
So all together, that's your summertime. So, with this music that we put together, we wanted something to be able to drive you through each of those areas of the day.
Yeah, the first visual off the project is actually going to be the very first song we ever did, Downtown, shot by Cootie and Chike. Shout out to Creative Control.
Yes, sir.
We actually shot in New York, Philly, and in Vegas. I can't wait for y'all to see the video.
Crazy. It was a great opportunity. It's my first time working with Cootie and Chike as well as Sean's. They did some shooting in New York, they did some shooting in Vegas, and then it came down to Philly. And, I had the opportunity to show them a little bit about the city that I live in, and be able to capture it right. So it was a bunch of great shots, and it's gonna be a real dope video when it comes out.
Which was the same thing for me, because people portray the city in the wrong way. They always take them to the lights and the glitz and the glamour, and it's more to Vegas than that. I'm from Vegas, you know what I mean? I went to school there, elementary all the way up to high school, and it's a lot more that goes on in that city. It's people that's struggling there as well as other places. Everybody there ain't rich, Everybody there don't live in casinos. Everybody there don't gamble.
It's all the glooms and glamour. He's showing you the true life of Vegas.
Yeah.
And just the beauty of that is, me coming from where I come from, being a Midwest kid, and growing up in Philly. I was able to get the best of both worlds, and he was too, the way he moved around.
Yeah, I actually spent all my summers in Philly, which is another reason why I think me and G kind of clicked.
It's not a lot of collaborative projects that have come out today, especially from 2 brand new artists, as far as doing like a mixtape or duo project or EP whatsoever. I haven't personally seen one that was worth my while, and you know, and I don't necessarily, you know, want to put us up there like that, but you know, this project definitely stands next to albums that,
like
know,
Watch the Throne,
like Outkast.
People still speak about that new West, and they always tend to leave Vegas out, like we don't exist on the West Coast when we're only 4 hours away from California. So throw your W's up. Vegas here.
You can hit us both up on Twitter, of course, at Gilbere Forte,
at World Famous Rose,
and this is AshleyOutrageous.com.
Peace.